ride with you then, bring the troops in.
I fuck around and let them loose then.
We'll give them blues then.
Fucking call me Bobby Blue.
How's it going, everybody? It's your boy Filthy Prank with another album review. And today's album that I really wanted to discuss from last week is 21 Pilots' third studio album, which is known as Best Souls. So 21 Pilots is a Columbus, Ohio duo consisting of Tyler Joseph and Josh Don. Josh Don being on the percussions, and Tyler Joseph, I think he's the vocalist, and sometimes he plays the bass a lot, and also ukulele sometimes in some of the songs that in the discography. So I believe they started around 2008, 2009 with their self-titled album 21 Pilots, and then in 2011 they had their second studio album, which was Regionals at Best, and they break out into the mainstream with the third album, which is the one I'm about to review, Best Souls. And they also released the fourth album in 2015, which is known as Blurry Face. It's kind of like a concept album. It's a very nice concept. So what happened is that how I got into this band was actually after Best Souls. I was very indifferent about the band, because the first time I actually heard about them was actually in the music video that started showing on MTV at one point, and it was Holding On To You, which is I don't know if it was one of the singles for Best Souls, and it was a unique song because it felt very poppy, and he was also rapping to such a symphonic beat, which was good, and then also the hook was also very catchy as well. And then especially during the bridge or the interlude of the track also caught me off guard, and I was like, and then this build of Josh pounding the fuck out of his drums, and Josh just wailing his vocals out, and then it goes into I think the third verse, which will kind of the outro of the song, sounds very similar to the flow to Lean With It, Rock With It, and use some lyrics in that, which I really enjoyed that track, but I didn't took the effort into looking more in depth into what they had on the plate. So I started listening to them last semester in college, and I actually started in a descending order. So I watched Blurry Face, and then Best Souls, Regional the Best, and then 21 Pilots. And from then on, I became a pretty huge fan of their music. I noticed that they usually tend to fuse different genres of music into their tracks. So each track that I would listen to, they wouldn't necessarily sound the same, because they have all these different elements, a lot of reggae elements, alternative elements, a lot of rap elements too, because Tyler loves to rap in his songs, because a lot of them is based on rhythm and poetry, which it's an A in my books, dog. So there's a little bit of history around them. They're still going hard. The last single was Heathens, I believe, and they also have another one called Cancer, which is a cover from My Chemical Romance's Cancer. It's different, but I still enjoy it. Heathens, a badass song from the Suicide Squad soundtrack, which the movie itself I thought was pretty good, entertaining to watch. Not like a masterpiece by any means, but still, it was worth my money of watching. So I'm gonna get to this review of Best Souls. So I'm actually gonna look at the style list right now. The first song actually is a song that was actually originally from Regional at Best, which is called Old to Sleep. Old to Sleep. Oh man, that song is fucking crazy, man. I love that song when I first heard it, because I didn't know what to expect. I heard these synthesizers started revving up this song, and then it also has dubstep elements into it at the beginning, and it's very dark, and also I just hear Tyler just starting rapping crazy awesome at this song, and then after that it just changes into a very lighthearted tone or like this, like the beat just changes completely, and then it's just like very happy percussions, very happy synthesizers. I'm just like, what happened? And then it just goes back into this very dark atmosphere that I've been hearing. I'm just like, what the fuck is happening? So I'm gonna show you. I'm actually gonna show a little bit of it. So here's some part of the beginning, and then let's move into the verse. As you see, it's very frantic. It's one of the fastest ways that Tyler seems to rap in the song. And then it's intense, very intense. And then it just goes to this. What the fuck just happened? This is the pre-chorus of the song. This is the pre-chorus. This was such a sudden change. So that song is pretty badass for this weird beat change. Holding On To You, since it was the first song I was introduced to, I love that track. Next one is actually a very depressing song, but again, this band is known for having very upbeat beats with depressing and dark lyrics about death, suicide, and pretty much anxiety. It's like, what the fuck, man? It's like, this song, Migraine, perfectly portrays this idea in much in depth. Check this out. So we have this very upbeat track beat, and then he wants to die. But despite being a very depressing song, I love Migraine to this day. The fourth track is a very folky song, which is known as House of Gold. It's very traditional folk. When first hearing the song, actually the music video is pretty weird because it's Tyler and Josh. They're fucking like just their torso, and Josh is just playing his fucking ukulele and he's just singing to the song. He's like he doesn't have fucking legs. So his intervals just falling, and just like, okay, this is a creative video, I guess. But I would say like the melody of the song is very catchy for a folk song, and it's like, I don't know, it's just very, very fucking catchy. And the fifth track is actually one of my friend's favorite track, because he also listens to 21 Pilots, and it's actually a song that also broke him out into the mainstream, which is Car Radio. Car Radio is at one point, I wish I can see them play live. This is like a badass fucking track, Car Radio, because there's not really singing. Most of this is just poetry for verse 1, verse 2, and then the climax of the song. It is explosion of hypeness at the end. And Josh is like, his vocal performance in this track is phenomenal. Like, it's not, I wouldn't say it's like he has a very wide vocal range, but in here he can really express himself pretty well in this song. The next song is called Semi-Automatic. Again, it's another dog track. I really don't have much to say about it. It's a good track overall. However, I probably need to listen to it more to actually give you a very in-depth analysis of the song. The next track, however, number 7, Screens, is my favorite 21 Pilots songs. It's my favorite. Reason being because not only the message of the song, but the part around after the second chorus hits in, and I feel like it's a very lively feel to it, where people will be like expressing themselves. It's like it has this part that everyone would just sing, "We're broken people." Let's see if I can try to find it. And this also has ukulele playing in throughout the song, and it's very, very beautiful. Same with the piano melody playing in the background as well. And then the hook or the chorus of the song is phenomenal. It's very, very, very angelic. And then the part that I was talking about is when I actually seen a concert on YouTube where everyone was just sing this one phrase. This is pretty much the main idea of the song, and I love that fucking. It just says that we are not perfect people. We make mistakes, which is true. And ever since hearing this song, and also when my mother actually told me like, "Oh, I love this song," and I was just like, "Why do you love it?" So I go ahead and kept listening to it, and I'm just like, "All right, this is a phenomenal song." And I give it that. Next track is the Run and Go. This is actually a track that it's a personal favorite of mine too. Run and Go. It's pretty badass. Mostly also it builds up to the end that I really like. Like Tyler's vocals really stand out in this particular track. Next one, Fake You Out. This one I'm a little bit indifferent about. Kind of same with Semi-Automatic, but Fake You Out has a very phenomenal rap. At the end as well, and the chorus is pretty badass. The 10th track, Guns for Hands. At first, I didn't like this song at the beginning, but after multiple listenings, this is one of the most badass songs I've ever heard from 21 Pilots. And then this one also discusses about a very touchy subject matter, like people. Like there's people around us that they're very depressed and they want to kill themselves, and there's ideas that Tyler cannot sleep because there are people out there that actually want to end their lives. Let me show you. And he has this symbolism of that we have guns for hands, which pretty sick. Symbolic imagery. And also I wanted to show you the rap. The rap actually has a lot of reggae elements implemented into the song. And when that shift changes, I was just like, what the fuck just happened? And this reggae influence carried out into the next album, because there's a lot that have this element. Wait, I'm just gonna read. That's all I'm gonna show for now. Next track, Trees, is actually the outro of a lot of their performances. They will play Trees, and this one lyrically, it's trying to be like you're someone that I would say that you're socially awkward, and when you're in a crowd, you're just standing there, similar to a tree, and you want to be noticed. That's kind of the whole idea about Trees, and it's a very lovely track, very lovely. And then the last one is a fucking tearjerker. It's called Truce. It is the shortest track in this entire album, around 2 minutes and 22 seconds. And this will pull on your heartstrings, no doubt about it. Purchasing the album and then hearing this, I couldn't stop myself from crying because of how fucking, oh my god, the message of the song is just all it is just telling you to stay alive for him. And then that you will die, but now that you die, all the pressure that's weighing on you has finally be lifted. And he wants the idea of it is that it's best to live as much as you can, because either way we all gonna die at some point in our lives. And it's a heavy fucking track, but it's such a good song to end this beautiful album. So I will have to rate this song. It's kind of hard, to be honest, because all these tracks are amazing, but I wouldn't really call it a masterpiece per se. I will give this song a 9.5 out of 10. Because I really wish if I would give this album a few more listens to, then I would probably give it a 10 out of 10. But mainly because of the two tracks that I wasn't in love with. I wasn't indifferent. I like those songs. I really do. But the Semi-Automatic and Fake You Out were kind of the two tracks that I was just like, I need to listen to more to actually give my honest opinion about it. You know what I mean? But Vessels, 9.5 out of 10. Did y'all love this album? If you've heard it, did you dislike it? Tell me how it is if you want to in the comments below. And I thank y'all for watching this video. And also, next time I want to review a very classic album in the next following week. And by then, thank y'all for coming and watching, and I hope you have a lovely day. Thank you.